Go DJ. That my DJ. Welcome in to y'all, lovelies. Our lovelies who are live with us at this moment, and our lovelies who are catching the replay. Welcome back to the Crystaline Mars Show, episode 320. I am your co-host, Mrs. Duüblé Jones. I am the lady with the stones that come here and leave us a fuck alones. Have you on to leave us a fuck alones? We play no games, no Game of Thrones. Meet us here every night. Get on your phones. But meet us here every night, y'all. We go live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We are still banned from TikTok until the 21st. So y'all meet us on YouTube or Instagram every night, sometime divine, between 8:45 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all join us here. Head over to the website, crystalinemars.com, for any spiritual services. If y'all resonate with my energy, if you would like any one-on-one guidance in whatever way, I offer a plethora of services. So if you hadn't already, head over to crystalinemars.com and check them out. And you will get 20% off of all of the services that I provide, as well as any personal rituals, y'all. And while you're there, head over to the Prophecy Stone and check out the baby boo. This is the stone of the 48. Prophecy Stone. Super, super, super beautiful, powerful freaking stone. Let me bring YouTube a little closer so y'all can see her at the same time. We can share the views, you know what I mean? And so this is the stone, even though I feel like I'm still gonna do one-on-ones. We're still gonna do one-on-ones. But the stone of the day is Prophecy, stone of the 48, excuse me. 20% off of her. Available on crystalinemars.com. It is a beautiful, powerful grounding stone, ancestral stone. Great for prophesying and emotional stability as well. Heavy on connecting with your ancestors, strengthening your connection with your ancestors, and just seeing ahead, you know. And so I love this stone. crystalinemars.com, automatically 20% off. You do not need a promo code. And if you are in the 757 area, not 757 area, hey y'all, to those our local lovelies, but let me find out a local lovely need to claim this piece, okay? We could do a little arrange you range. If y'all want to meet and greet, if y'all want to meet up and claim your piece, you can do that. But if you're in the US, if you're in the USA, you'll get free shipping on this beauty because she is over $75. And we offer free shipping over $75. I have been punching out a lot of pieces, y'all. I done made well over 20 pieces in the past 48 hours. Probably like 40 pieces, really. But we have a ton of $20 necklaces, $25 necklaces, $30 necklaces, and we have more to come. So crystalinemars.com again is a one-stop shop for you, baby boo. And thank y'all for the orders that y'all have been placing. Shout outs to y'all. Who was our shout outs to Tiandra for claiming the Paradise set. When I say I was this close to thinking that that piece was gonna be for me, I don't know if you in here, Tiandra Smith. Tiandra Smith. Are you in here with us, babe? But nonetheless, shout outs to Lovely for that order because that was a very, very beautiful and powerful piece. And like I said, I was banking on her. But obviously she wasn't for me. And I felt like she wasn't, but she was here for a little minute. So I'm glad that you all are claiming your pieces. And if you need any guidance in regards to like recommendations for what you may need, y'all can always DM us. TT said, "You welcome. I'm here." Oh, that was you, TT. Ah, hey, babe. Thanks. I love you so much. I'm gonna be shipping y'all pieces out very soon. I have a lot of y'all in queue. I thank y'all and I'm grateful. I am eternally grateful. Kyla said the website got me in a chokehold. So much to choose from. I saw you put that eye of the tiger in your cart, Kyla. Kyla's like, I'm about to set my car up so when my funds is funding, all I gotta do is hit check out. Kyla said, let me find out the notifications are notifying. Ashe, peace, Keisha J. Hi, Laylee. Laylee, were you the lovely who was just putting in, my bad, Kyla? Were you the lovely who was just putting in some, restock request? But peace, guys, she is. Welcome in, Guave Blanco. Guave said, peace, graffiti. You've been writing. Ashe. So yeah, y'all, that's what we got here. Let me put this stone. Hold on, because this is stone of the day for Duüblé today. Hey, hey. So this piece is available to y'all. My cheeks hurt. What the hell? All right, y'all. So that's what we got. So let's go ahead and get into tarot tea time, you and me time. Go ahead and let's connect. Drop your hearts in the comments down below, even if you're catching a replay, okay? Because I tell y'all all the time, when y'all interact, when y'all engage, it makes it easier for me to tap into your energy. So I may read your life, give you what you need when you do check in. So when y'all engage, when y'all leave comments, that is an energetic donation that you make. So even if it's a replay, go ahead and leave some hearts down below. And let's go ahead and get started with the show. So when I was taking my picture, hold on, because we got to do a little better, because I just be rolling straight into the tea. Hold on. Gosh, I tried something different today, and I don't know why I did that. Y'all know I normally do my conjunction function of about 5 to 10 herbs. But today I was like, well, I just kind of want to keep it simple. Why did I do that? I did hibiscus. You already know. You already niscus. I did hibiscus, blue lotus, and I think lemon balm. And I have some honey and sliced lemon, but it's like it's missing something. It's missing something. I'm missing a herb or 3. It feels blank, like I feel the void. I don't know if it's the chamomile and or the lavender. It's probably that lavender. Or both. I don't know, but it's okay. But anyway, this is going to be a collective general reading, so I want y'all to take what resonates and leave what does not. Peace, Jasmine Lindsay, baby boo. Yes, I'm glad you're here with us, Jasmine. Jasmine is Jazz I Am on TikTok, and we blocked from the TikTok. So I'm glad that you made your way over here. I did make a post on our TikTok story. I never post on TikTok stories, but I wanted to make a post on TikTok stories to inform our lovelies, like, hey, we still here. We just not here. Peace, brown skin. All right, y'all. So let's see what we got for the collective perspective. Jasmine, your candle just went out today, too. So I'm going to be DMing you. Emailing you soon. And Sierra's went out today. All right. Just give me one for the message of the day. Oh, but that's what I was saying. When I was taking my picture, I was like doing my little pose thing, right? And when I had like my hand behind my ear, and I'm like, Duüblé, are you trying to hear something? And all I heard was, y'all know that song that went viral on YouTube or TikTok, or I don't know where it started at. Instagram, I think. But it was like a song, and it was like, speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That's what I heard when I did the thing. When I was taking my picture. And my daughter was singing as well a few hours ago, and she was like whispering, singing very low. And I was like, use your throat chakra, like, sing, use your voice, like, I can't even talk right now. It's like I'm trying to get the message out, but something with the throat chakra. But what I specifically got was, some of you may be having to advocate for yourself at this time, or there may be something that you need to, speak up about. There may be something that you need to speak up about. Blanco said, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. But with that whole energy that I picked up on, it was heavy on, and even it resonated with me because I took the picture, I got the message, and then downstairs I was preparing my tea, and I thought something that I've been wanting to talk to Brother Logas about, and I really didn't want to have a conversation about it. It's not anything that I necessarily wanted him to respond to. It was just something that I wanted him to receive, something that I wanted him to be aware of when it comes to just me and how I feel about something. And so I spoke up for myself, and I was like, hey, and this may be something that y'all want to do too, if this does resonate with you. If there is something that you just want to get off your chest, first ask yourself, what do you need? Are you looking for support? Are you looking for, do you just need a listening ear? What is your intentions before you share this information? And I knew for me, it was just something that I needed to get out, And so I just shared with him what it was. I was like, hey, I don't really know if I want you to say anything back, but I just really need to tell you this. And I told him what it was, and he was like, Ashe. And I went on about my day. And that was that. So some of y'all may also be in that energy where it's something that needs to be addressed for sure. All right. Kyla said, I need to have a conversation, but I hate confrontation. Understood. I understand completely, but and not everything necessarily needs to be addressed too, but if it is something that constantly keeps coming up and it's like, it's bothering you, like, I recommend talking about it. But again, before you talk about it, tap in with yourself and ask yourself, okay, what are my intentions? Do I really just want the person to hold space and just to hear me out, you know, or what, you know? There may be something that you write, somebody may literally need to just like say their piece and let somebody go here, but it may just, you may not want to ghost or something like that. You may actually want to talk about Kyla. I'm not fooling with you because I'm typing all the way into Kyla. I'm getting back to collective. Hold on. But we have secrets here. We have secrets here. To understand your relationship better, ask questions, observe behaviors, and trust your intuition here. Okay? All right, so we have secrets. Secrets is going to be the theme. This could be something about family secrets coming to the light as well. Some things that you experienced or are processing from childhood or somebody else. There may be some things that come out that may catch you by surprise, or maybe not. Maybe you already like knew or felt something, but this could be something that you're dealing with from your childhood that's just playing out in your relationships, and that might just be something that, you know, not necessarily take it as it resonates, but that might be something that you want to at least acknowledge within yourself and maybe address out loud if you feel like it is needed for you. Kylie, your song playing, I'll Never Leave You, Lumity in the background. All right, so I'm about to pull from Fortitude to see what we have here. What's up, Fortitude? What you got for us? So secrets. Let me see. Yeah, somebody is definitely going to be feeling very vulnerable. I don't know. It feels like it's something that you haven't felt in a long time. It could have been a part of yourself that you have embraced or like maybe worked on or maybe fixed. Like, let's say it's something about yourself that you really didn't like. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it surface. Let's say like you struggled with weight, right? You had insecurities about the way your body looked or something like that. And then so to combat that, you got surgery or you exercised and you lost weight, you toned up, you got fit. And now you may be losing it again, right? You may be gaining weight, or there's certain, those things are coming back up. You know, it's resurfacing, and it does feel like it's something that you haven't felt in a long time. And you're like, dang, like this is ghetto. Like I remember I felt this before, and you may have a perspective where you understand that you're going to shift, things are going to shift, your body's going to shift, but those feelings may be arising again where it doesn't feel good, you know? So with this throat chakra, this could be something that you're just and this doesn't have to be that deep or in regards to physical something, but this could just be in regards to something that you have just been keeping underneath the surface, like trying to smile like you're okay, or just trying to, because I'm hearing somebody say something that triggers you and you've been just trying to process your own triggers. Like, I know this is a me thing. This is something that I got to work through. This, this is me. But it does feel like it's something where you just don't feel like you can't be yourself, and it's really bothering you. And you're like, I need to talk about this, or at least tell you where I'm coming from or how I feel. And it has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with you as well, because maybe somebody's making comments, or, maybe they may be observing your behaviors. You may be, moving more introverted or just moving differently because you're feeling insecure. This can even have to do when it comes to vulnerability in relationships, right? You may have secret feelings for somebody. You may secretly be obsessed, secretly be in love with somebody, and that may be scary. That may be scary where you're like, holy fuck, I haven't felt like this in a long time, right? I haven't felt like this in a long time, and I don't know if I'm safe. I don't know if I'm gonna get heartbroken. I don't know if I should tell the person because it might be too soon, and I don't want to run them away, but I want to let them know, and I kind of want to know where they stand. This could be in regards to anything, So I do see that somebody is in a space where it's like, woo, like there's an outlet that needs to be had, even if it's a therapist or somebody else that you can just confide in. If you don't feel comfortable with talking to the person who is directly connected to at this moment, that is okay. And you never have to talk to them if that's not what you feel comfortable with. Yeah, Lovely said, I don't want rejection. I understand that completely. And so, if there is another avenue, rather it is you writing it down on paper, or like I said, talking to a friend or a sibling or a parent or somebody else who you can like just vent to until you do muster up the courage. But there is something that's going to have to be said. Prime example, my daughter, My daughter, when she goes to her grandma puts like gel and stuff in her hair products that I don't use for my daughter. And so instead I just started packing the things that I do use for my daughter's hair so she could use those things. But for whatever reason, she just can't seem to lay my daughter's hair or get it really pretty with the products that I use. So she continues to use the black gel. And the black gel is not contradicting, but it's counterproductive because I'm working on strengthening my daughter's hair and growing my daughter's hair. And every weekend that she goes, it's like we take 10 steps back because then she's, getting piled up with junk. And so it came to the point where it was like, am I going to take accountability as mom, even though I don't have my daughter on the weekends? Am I going to take that responsibility and be like, you know what, Dad, bring her here, because her dad's like local. He's right around the corner. Bring Layla here on Sunday morning for church, and I will do her hair. Even though I love sleeping in on Sunday mornings and Saturday mornings when she's not here, I will do that to save myself from having to wash her hair again when she comes back. I just wash her on Friday, And I had told him that, and he was like, okay, cool. Like, I could do that. I could drop her off on Sunday mornings. You could do her hair. And I was like, yeah, but okay. So I was like, you're going to have to tell your mom. I said, I didn't talk to your mom because his mom is very sweet. She's very, very, very sweet. I love her so much. And she's also sensitive, So I want y'all to take this. I'm telling y'all this story because this may be something that resonates with y'all. But she's very, very, very sensitive, Cancer head ass. And so no matter how you say something, she gonna feel some kind of way if it hits like a soft spot for her. And she doesn't feel like she doesn't do enough or she's not doing it right. And so I didn't talk to her. I talked to Dad because that's Dad. But I was like, I didn't talk to your mom yet. So you can tell your mom or whatever you want to tell her. Because that's your business, right? That's your mama, So he was like, I don't know. I just tell her I figure it out. And I was like, she's gonna know because who else is gonna do her hair? He was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out something. I was like, just tell her, And he was like, well, I'll just tell her I figured it out or something. I was like, but you're gonna have to tell your mom. Like, your mom is gonna see Layla's hair on Sunday after church, and she's gonna be like, who did her hair? And what are you gonna say? Like, you gonna drag a lie? You gonna make up a lie? To what? Avoid hurting her feelings? And I'm like, you're gonna have to say something. So that just came to mind as I was just pulling the cards. There may be something that you don't want to say, something that you're pushing off, and it is okay if you don't feel comfortable with saying it right now or addressing it right now. But for some of you, there are some things that you're gonna have to say. Maybe not right now, but in the future, maybe in the near future for some, you're gonna have to say something. Okay. And that may be a very uncomfortable spot for you because, like Kyla, you may not like confrontation, or you may not want to make people feel bad because that's not your intention, but that is your truth. All right. So that's that. So whoever it is trying to avoid this conversation or, being an advocate for yourself, you're not going to be able to ignore this. So let's get a card from Fortitude. What we got here? And that's why I encourage that y'all get y'all decks, y'all. CrystalineMars.com. Y'all tap in with me every night. Everybody who connects with us faithfully should have your decks. Seriously. Like, what are you doing at this point? What are you doing? CrystalineMars.com. So what we got? All right. So we have the light can be blinding. The dark can be binding. Balance the duality. Do not be naive and you will not be deceived. So with this secrets energy, the light can be blinding. The dark can be binding. This is calling for you to... There are going to be some things that arise that you're going to be called to accept when it comes to the duality of things. Some of y'all may just have been wanting to think positively about something, lean completely in the light about something. Like Lovely yesterday. Maya Janae and Brother Logas was going... I don't want to say going back and forth, but like debating or whatever you want to call it in regards to preparing for worst case scenario, preparing for the different seasons, the spring, the summer, the winter, the falls that come, because that is a part of the game. And Brother Lagas' point was pretty much don't lean so, well, not don't, but the spiritual lesson yesterday, y'all might want to go run that back on episode 319, but it was spiritual business mistakes. And he was speaking about how as spiritualists, and this is not around spiritual businesses, but, when it comes to how we manage money, when it comes to how we handle business, sometimes us who are consider ourselves as spiritual or spiritualists, we get so we get so caught up in the light and the optimism and the abundance and the beauty and the, oh, I made it, and oh, there is no lack, and oh, it's, it's a season, it's a reason, it's a blessing for it all. And it's this thing of, it's like, okay, yes, that is beautiful to think, but the reality is winter is gonna come. The reality is there are going to be natural disasters, California, Louisiana, different things that happen, hurricanes that are going to happen. And so it's not about trying to avoid the inevitable. It's not about freaking out about the inevitable. It's about preparing yourself, making sure you have your waters in your garage just in case that time comes, making sure you have funds in your pocket just in case that rain day come on. Now you got a flat tire, and now you don't have to ask nobody for money because you have the money to go replace your tire or whatever. And so with this, the light can be blinding, the dark can be binding. It's just reminding you to see the duality and accept the duality in both. Okay? When it comes to a person, you may just want to see this person in this one light, but we all have a shadow. All of our shit stink. I don't care if we're vegan. I don't care if you eat flesh, pork, pig, beef, turkey, chicken, tofu, whatever. None of it. It still has a smell, okay? Because it may not stink, but it still has a smell. It's not odorless, okay? And so with that, it's about not leaning too far in one or the other, because then you're choosing naivety. You're choosing to be ignorant and ignore the other side of it. And that's what Brother Logas was saying. Like, I get it, being optimistic, being positive, but just to completely, ignore the reality that, hey, winter is gonna come, a slow season is gonna come, rain is gonna come one day. That is silly to think, and that is when you allow for that deception to come in, or you allow yourself to get caught off guard because you weren't honest with yourself about what is. Okay. And it was hilarious that he talked about that, because I shared with y'all before, back in September, it was this lady I came across on YouTube, and her page went viral out of nowhere. It went viral. She went from like 2,000 followers, subscribers, to 70K in 3 months. Crazy. And she made over about 40K, about 40K within since September of 2024. And I know that because she shared her receipts every day. She was checking in, and it was pretty inspiring. Why that lady posted a video, it came across my feed today, and she posted a video and was like, I blew my entire YouTube fortune, and now I'm back at square one. She was an Uber driver, working for Uber, and working, hard to make the money. And then her YouTube went off, and she stopped with She stopped with Uber completely because her YouTube was paying her. And now here go winter time, Now she was so high, and it was coming in, and she was going to Disney Channel, bitch. She was going to Disney. She was doing all these things, blowing the money fast. And now she's like, damn, I don't have any of it, And so I don't know. This could be around financial situations as well. Spirit may be calling for some of y'all to keep your financial situation more private with this secret stuff, because some of you may be in a season right now where you're cultivating your funds. DoDash, yes, DoDash, yes. I didn't know anybody else would know her name, but DoDash, yes. And so, what I was about to say. So with this, some of us may be in that cultivating season, like we talked about the other day, where you may be in the darkness, in the soil, in the nitty gritty, and it may be a little hard for you to see ahead. You may be a little restricted when it comes to your funds and your movement and your ability to do certain things, to purchase certain things, or to go certain places. And this could be just something that you're working through in this winter season. So when springtime comes, you can reap that spring abundance. And that might be, I really do feel like that is, as we're closing out Capricorn. Yeah, we have one more day. What's today, the 20th? No, tomorrow's the 20th. So we're about to be done with Capricorn season. And Capricorn is all about planning ahead. Capricorn is all about the financial security, and Capricorns feel in control when they have a little stash on the side. So that's why I feel like this is, because I'm like, why is this such a big thing right now? Capricorn coming through one time for the last time, not for the last time, but Capricorn's coming through one more time. Like, hey, don't forget, today's the 15th. I'm so ahead, okay? But around the 21st, I think that's when we enter Aquarius season. And it's like, all right, next level, you know, next level, transcendence, unexpected shifts, unexpected blessings, unexpected lessons coming through. So don't forget the karmic lessons that you have learned when it comes to not just finances, but just everything, everything, life, you know. Prepare, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. You know, so with this secrets, I want to pull some more energies to get a little deeper, but this is just a reminder. And it's not that you're now operating out of fear, but again, planning ahead. And I think it's quite irresponsible to just say, I'm not going to worry about these things and I'll just trust, because there's certain things that are on the line, especially if you have children, you know, especially if you have a business, you know, or people relying on you. You have to have a certain level of seriousness and planning ahead and thinking about, okay, when a storm does hit, where will we go for shelter? What are we going to have to eat? What are we going to have to drink? And things like that. It's, you know, so you may make it through the storm, you know. So these are just things to think about. These are just things to think about here. But with this secrets, it does feel like Spirit is calling for some of you to get some stuff out, release, purge, clear it out, because with this income, there are going to be some things that you do need to keep low key with this secret energy. So I want to pull from the OG deck and see what we have here, if we could get a little more information. Ashe, you said, nah, don't rush us out. What you talking about? You talking about Capricorns? Oh, Ashe, Ashe. Kenyatta said, at 43, me and my first are back at it, and he has me wrapped around his finger. I kept how I feel to myself because he has a lady. All right, so those are some things that you need to sit with at the tender age of 43. Do you want to be involved in a third party situation? Do you? The choice is yours. Because whatever you cool with, everybody else gonna be cool with or not, you know? So some conversations that you need to have with yourself. And don't, one thing that I learned from my third party situation that Brother Logas in the past life that we had was, I tried to convince myself that I was okay with something that I won't. And at the end of the day, I was like, nah, fuck this. I get the polygamy, I get it makes sense, but fuck that. I don't want that. You know, but that was a battle that I went through back and forth. That was something that I was trying to just convince myself that I was okay with, but I wasn't. And if I could do it again, I wouldn't. If I could do it again, I wouldn't, you know? And I love the guys to death, but when it comes to being honest with myself, that like it was so much trauma and things that could have been prevented if I would have just been honest with myself and be like, you got your lady? Even though it was very exclusive, I won't decide piece on the low. It was very much out in the loud, but it was one of them things where it was like a lot of issues, a lot of stuff happened. I bared a lot. The other woman bared a lot. Logas was bearing a lot because I wasn't being honest with myself. I can't speak for nobody else, you know? So be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, okay? What we got here? I don't want to hear that. So what's up, OG? Grave say, still got my money. Good. Give me some. Let me hold some, big money grip. So we have take pics and record videos here. So we have secrets, take pics and record videos. So this is giving very creep. This is giving very creep vibes. I ain't gonna lie. With this secrets, take pics and record videos, this is somebody I spying head ass. This is for somebody who specifically is on social media or a public platform. This is for somebody who's on a public platform with a I Spy X or ex-best friends or something like that. Somebody may have their friend, somebody may be looking at you from their friend page because you may have blocked them or something like that. But with this take picture and recording videos, this is somebody really doing like some screen recording and screenshotting of things. So be mindful of what you share. Be mindful of what you share. Protect your energy. Return to senders, right? But somebody is definitely in somebody's shit. And even if it's not to the extent of taking pictures and recording videos, this is somebody like inquiring. I'm getting heavy on inquiries. Heavy on inquiries. God damn. Let me see here. Somebody want to know what somebody got going on. Okay. This birth chart card keep coming out. What the hell? But finale is the part that I'm picking up on. Finale. Take pictures, record videos, secrets, finale. And we have shower you with love and gifts. Okay. So again, oh, I love this. So remember I said some of us are in seasons where it's like really mucky. It's really, it's dark, it's cold, it's quiet, it's still, it's slow, it's froze, whatever, right? It's thawed, it's watery, right? Emotional. But with this secrets, like I said, some of us are in that season, but there is, I can't wait for Aquarius. I say that. I hope I don't regret that. But it is what it is because it's already done. But there's gonna be so many shifts that come with this Aquarius energy. And so with this take pics and record videos, this does feel like the journey. I'm not sure if somebody's going to be doing more vlogs, or maybe if you don't even go to that extent, because I'm picking up on the content creator specifically. So I'm not sure, somebody may be closing out the way they show up for work or show up as a YouTuber or whatever, a business on whatever. I don't know, because we do have the finale here. And so we're coming to a close. We got Aquarius, then we got Pisces, and that's the end of the year in the astrological calendar here. But this is given very much track it, record it, because this is a closeout here. We have the shower you with love and gift here. I told you it's gonna get better. Somebody may be getting invited to a baby shower soon as well, or getting news about somebody being pregnant. I heard another one, so I'm not sure if these were like back-to-back pregnancies or something like that, or you found out somebody was pregnant and you're gonna find out somebody else is pregnant. But I heard another one. So DJ Kelly, DJ K, I don't know. All right, what we got here? Gosh. We have this weekend. We have Papa Legba. Okay, what's up? We have foster home shelter in reverse. And we have peer pressure. Don't let them change your mind upright. Oh, so this weekend we have an opportunity arising here for some of you with this Papa Legba. This is a door opening, but this is also a door closing this upcoming weekend. And we have foster home shelter in reverse, and this is the energy of abandoning a situation, and it's in reverse here. And we got peer pressure. Don't let them change your mind. So I'm not sure. You may have some plans, or you may plan something, and there may be something else that comes up that tries to talk you out of that. This could be plans to meet up with somebody. This can be plans to cut a cord. This can be plans to launch something. And somebody may try to just talk you out of what you know you need to do, whatever that is, this upcoming weekend. And Spirit's like, no, you follow your spirit. You know what you need to do here. So definitely we have the solar plex chakra here. So definitely exercise that will and that power and that confidence when it's, when it's time to say no or yes. Because we got the shower you with love and gifts. So it does feel like you're walking into this abundant, this positively abundant energy. But something may just be wanting to keep you low here. This weekend there may be some secrets that come out the ooh, somebody about to get exposed or something. Some truth is about to be revealed about somebody. Yes. I'm seeing a very short person with stubby toes and moles. I don't know what that's about. Short, stubby toes and moles. Moles on the face, moles on the feet. Toe rings. Not sure what that's about. But let's see. Important message via telephone. Repeat them out. They're gonna be watching me forever. No facts. Yoga said my ex always on my shit, cracking the hell up, and her family. Hey fam, head ass. Somebody is about to get exposed. No facts. We have Anubis here. Yeah, I know this is an Anubis year and an Oya here. Oya year. Anubis and Oya year. But Anubis, what we got? What you got here? He coming with that protective energy when it comes to your heart. So, access denied. I'm getting like an access denied energy. Somebody may be closing off to somebody. Like, this could be a repeated offender. This could be somebody that you really loved or do love, but there are certain boundaries that you have to set to protect yourself, your heart here. Some of you as well, it's like you may feel used, like this person or these people only come to you when they need you, from like when they need certain things specifically, that but outside of that you never hear from them. And it's interesting because this energy that I'm picking up with is like they literally, they fall off the face of the earth, they appear with their hand out, and then when you say no, it's like you never say yes. Beyonce had ass. But then when you say no as well, it's like they really get upset, as if, like I said, like you never say yes, but as if they're even bringing value to you too. It's like you never make any freaking deposits, but you're always trying to withdraw, and you're mad at me because the bank's empty or because I said the pin changed. So I don't know. Somebody got some nerves. Somebody may be getting on your nerves. And it may just be something that you want to check out with, like, you know what? Like, I'm not even about to go back and forth with you. We have Bonnie and, what is this song? Bonnie and Shine by Shine playing here. So this could have something to do with you and this space that you're in now. I'm seeing a light dimmer in the living room, but I'm seeing like those kind of lights where it's like you press it, it's like it flick back and forth. It's like I'm seeing the light switch where it's like the panel where you could press the bottom and then it'll go down, or you press the top in somebody's living room. I don't know, or kitchen area, like living room, kitchen areas, like in those two lights. I don't know. I was just seeing somebody's house or somebody's space. Ashe Blanco. A dimmer. No, I saw a dimmer at first, but then I saw the actual one that you flip. But we about to close out, y'all. So we have summer and we have winter. Again, embracing for the duality of both here. We have the sweetness ritual and we have the heart burn. Some of y'all can benefit from the sweetness ritual. We got the new home. Congratulations. So again, just focus your energy on creating. What are you creating? Who are you becoming? Who are you evolving into? What are you giving your focus to? But know that just as there is a summer, there is a winter, there is a spring, there is a fall. So embrace them all and prepare for them all. But with this heartburn and a sweetness ritual, it's given like bittersweet, a very bittersweet kind of situation where it may hurt, but it also heals. It also reveals. And I do see a lot of bountiful energy coming in for you, but just depending on how you use it or abuse it, that's going to determine what's next after that for you. So just be very intentional. And that concludes our read of the night. If y'all want any personal readings, don't forget 20% off my personal services, as well as Brother Logas Sis, and any rituals. Get your Sweet Life Manifesto ritual, your Leave Me the Fuck Alone. We have a Papa Legba Access Granted door opener, road opener ritual as well, CrystalineMars.com, and the Stone of the 48 Prophecy. So that's all I got for y'all. I will be in the comments, but we're now about to switch over to the spiritual lesson. If the energy resonated with y'all today, y'all leave some sunflowers down below. Ashe Twanique, thank you so much for your love donation. I send it back times a million. That was so kind of you. I truly appreciate it. All right, y'all. So we're about to turn this thing on out. Uh-oh. Did it pour on me? No. Okay. All right. Ashe Kyla. When are you booking? Because you keep saying it, and I'm just saying when. All right. Okay, bye-bye. It's on you.
Peace, family.
Grace.
Today's spiritual lesson is praying for others. Right? What does it mean to pray for others? People are going through things, or people are about to go through something, or about to go after something, or about to take on a challenge, or about to whatever it is, or things have changed or flipped, and things whatever it is that people may have on their plate. A lot of people say, I'll pray for you. We're praying for you. First of all, most people are not even praying, so that's already a problem there. But when people, quote unquote, are praying, how are you actually praying? In what way, right? Are you just saying, God, just help them be there, guide them, right? Is that what you're saying? or are you actually putting in some energy, some effort, and talking to, ancestors? Are you talking to certain entities or deities? There was a time, there still kind of is that time, with some of the elderly individuals who, though they may be full-on Christian, they still have uh, some of these practices, some of these old traditions that are passed down to them, that came from uh, you know, old tribes, right? That are truly spiritual and not rooted in the Christian religion, or even the Islam religion or whatever. Um, and they've just kind of, I know individuals like that who will use, their very powerful tribal traditions to get some real spiritual work done in a physical way, but who still are all about Jesus, right? Um, so when they really need to get something done, they don't call upon Jesus. They pray to Jesus all the time. They got Jesus statues or Jesus little mugs or whatever, right? But then when it's time to get busy and to deal with somebody, they start pulling out, the voodoo wand or whatever. Like they start, I know some individuals, um, most of them are women who are like that, right? So understand, when you're really actually wanting to pray for somebody to actually get something done, right? You have to do it in the same way that you would do a ritual, right? And essentially, most of the time, you are going to do a ritual. I remember, even in my early days into the spiritual realm of things, my uncle was in jail, not a prison, but he was in jail, and he was in jail for an extended, period of time when he should not have been in jail. He was being accused of with domestic violence, right, with a woman who was, oh no, not domestic violence, but I think it was child violence or child abuse. Um, he was being accused by the mother of his child, and the mother of his child is basically, crazy, and very vindictive, and just, a total liar and deceiver, right? Which eventually was proven, right? But the energy that she brought was so wicked, and it also was brought upon, it brought upon very wicked judges who were known for putting, because it's down in Louisiana, it was known for putting black men in jail, um, not even being convicted, just being on trial, and you're in jail, waiting for things, but you're, doing jail time, though you haven't even been convicted yet, right? You can't get a bond. It wouldn't allow bonds. It wouldn't allow bonds, right? So eventually, I found out about this after he had already been in jail for a few months. Um, of course, I put some money on his books and things like that. Was talking to him, right? I was like, yo, we got to do something. Right? Of course, they were doing everything they could do legally, really, really fighting hard. Right? I was like, okay, well, I got to do something extra. I'm not going to just pray, like, oh, we're praying for you, hope you get, like, no, I'll tell my uncle, like, hey, we about to do some work. We about to do some things, right? And I'm going to talk to his mom, my Mima or grandma, right? I'm talking. We gonna get this. I'm talk to your brother, my dad. I'm gonna get this all situated. And then I had everybody on that side of the family. I was texting them, hey, get a candle, black candle, white candle. I can't remember what candle color it was at the time. I think it was like black and red, maybe. I don't know. I was like, everybody get a candle. You're gonna burn it on this day, right? Get it, or we're all gonna burn it on this day, right? And then while they did all those, they did that. Everyone also, pray to pray for him to get a bond, to be released, to cancel out this judge and everything, right? Very specific. Then me, I did the most work. Where I had my grandmother. I was like, send me something that he wears, that he's worn before. She sent me his shoe. I took that shoe, did a whole ritual with that, put all kind of energy into that. It was a whole thing. It took about an hour or so to do the whole ritual, right? Um, Burned the candle, took bay leaves, did all these things, put these names down, the judge, the baby mama, the prosecutor, all these things. I'm doing all this, spiritual work. And then, we light the candle. I light the candle, boom. Um, at some point, after doing meditation, I did meditation afterwards as well, right, to add on to the ritual. And then at some point, there was so much energy into it that at some point, the shoe caught on fire. Somehow the flame got onto the shoe, and the shoe was just like boom. It just was like on fire, and the smoke detector was going off, and you just see this flame is going up, right? And we was able to put it out and everything. But that let me know that what needed to be done got done. And then within I think like a few weeks later, he was able to get his bond, and then he was able to and things started to turn around slowly but surely. After that, but I then also had to do some more spiritual work to break some, because he still had to deal with the courts. Then after that, it was still these court issues. So then I started breaking spiritual contracts off of him, doing just rituals, at home, not even over the phone with him, just saying, hey, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna break these contracts off. I'm gonna do these things. So I'm doing all these things, right? And eventually, after doing that, not too long later, now the case starts getting dropped. Things start getting moved. The judge got replaced with a different judge, and then they started looking at the baby mother, differently. They started looking at her with a side eye, and things like that, right? But that is how you actually pray for others, right? It's not in a passive way. It's not in a, hope the universe just goes your way and things just turn out okay, right? It's not even just, asking, oh, please watch over them. No, it's actually doing some work, doing some intentional ritual type of work, just like how the Haitians did when they fought for their freedom in 1804, right, against France and all the other European powers. Right, you're not just praying, you know, um, um, just ambiguously to God. Like, no, you are you are calling upon the energies necessary to get the job done. Ashe. So that's today's spiritual lesson. So now we're going to the Q&A on today's spiritual clearings. Ashe.
Ashe.
Uh-oh.
Peace over to the OGs on IG. Peace over to those on YouTube. Appreciate a like, share, subscribes, and the super chat. I do want to say real quick before I forget, yesterday we were talking about business, right? And I was talking about how you need to be continuously planning and being aware and being concerned about how the money may flow, in the future for your business, right? And just like I said, after I said that whole thing and I had the back and forth with one of our lovelies here on YouTube, then Duüblé shows me this video of a woman who she had told me about before last year, how she had all of a sudden a big boost in her YouTube channel, right? And she made, I don't know, like 30 or 40,000 in like a few months after she had been doing YouTube for a while. And she was a Uber driver, and she would do like little skits and things like that, and that's how she was just building traction. And all of a sudden, boom, she kind of blew up, and then she made this money. Then she immediately started going on trips and conferences and doing different things within those few months, and she spent all of her money, and then quit doing her Uber work. So her and still try to do work on her YouTube channel, but she still makes money, but that boost that she had went up for a few months, and then it just has slowly been going downhill. And now she's, making, going back to like regular type of people money, and eventually, it's going to continue to go down unless she figures something out, right? But that's a prime real life example of what I meant by, because she was very optimistic and thought, hey, she had made it and things gonna go up from here. She didn't stop working. She continued to work on her YouTube, but she was so focused on just trying to get out of the Uber thing that she and working so many hours, she just wanted, take a break and, enjoy life and things like that, right? But it was too early for the celebration. It was too early for the celebration, right? Um, you know, and now she's making videos on that challenging situation that she's finding herself in, right? That humbling situation that she's finding herself in. So I say this to you all: when it comes, business, it can be very seasonal. It can be very up and down, especially in the beginning. And you also got to understand your field of business, because not all businesses, not all fields act the same. They don't all have the same temperament. And it's important to, like, say, if you're going to do social media, well, you need to study the business of social media. Because if you don't have that fear, as I talk about, that I talked about yesterday, if you don't have that fear in you that says, like, hey, I could lose it. It's booming right now, but it could go away, or it could like end up going down for whatever reason. If you don't have that in you, then you're not going to be prepared to handle situations, or you're not going to be able to curb it so that you don't have those a downturn, that blindsides you, right? So it's important to not only understand business, but understand your field. The social media game, the online game in general, it's so easy to get comfortable when boom you get a spike. But in a social media game, in the online game, when it comes to business and making money online, whether it's through products or services or just entertainment or content, I should say, right? No matter what it is, when it's online, this is just a little free lesson. Your ups and downs are a lot more drastic. It could be a lot more volatile, right? Because you're dealing with things like, number one, algorithms, and then you're also dealing with what's the latest and greatest thing, because you have so much competition for attention, right? So it's also important to understand. It's super important to understand the nature of your business. It's a totally different type of business or nature to being in a mall, to being in a shopping center, to being, like on a standalone spot, to being online, to being a Twitter-based business, to being an Instagram-based business, or to being a Facebook-based business, to being a YouTube-based business, to being it's um, the natures of all those things are different. They're different. So when it comes to business, it's important to understand and study the nature of the business that you are in, so you can know what to expect or what to look out for. um, I say peace to Wins 9. I don't see any questions, comments, or concerns. So I'll give you guys peace to graffiti. I'll give you guys 9:59. Okay, it's 10 o'clock on the dot. Give you guys another minute or two. Give you guys a minute or two to come up with any questions. make any statements or want to add anything. All right. So it's 10:01. I don't see anything changing. So I'm assuming you guys are good. Hold on. Wins9 says, was just watching a vid on how people in the 80s lose money not adjusting the energy cycle. I'll shade to that, to Wins9. Yes. And in today's time, when it comes to making money in business, that the changing of energy happens a lot more quickly nowadays and a lot more abruptly nowadays. So it happens just like just like how it did for those who were, from the 80s, going into the 90s or the 2000s, right? It happens just like it does to anybody, but usually those shifts happen like any 10, 20 years, as far as like, business is concerned, these business energy type shifts. But now these shifts happen, it can be within a few days, it can be within a few hours, right? Definitely can be within a few months, or or a year or two, right? The shift is this happening all the time, shifting up and shifting down, right? So you really, it's important if you want to be in the entrepreneur world, in the business world, that you constantly are paying attention to the upticks and the downticks of what's going on in the economy and in your field, right? In the economy in your field, and constantly growing and expanding your skill set, growing and expanding your skill set, while at the same time strengthening your bottom line, your foundational skill set as well. Constantly strengthening your foundational skill set. You know, that however it is you started or began, the thing that made you your business what it is and who you are. Yes, you want to always add on new skill sets, add more tools to your tool belt, but you also want to make your original skill set stronger and stronger, and you want to continue to strengthen that as well. Continue to strengthen that as well, because that's always going to be the bedrock to your business, right? Um, for instance, for us, the bedrock um, to our business is our spiritual practice. It's our spiritual practice. It's our spirituality itself, right? That is the bedrock, to this brand. Whether it was in the mall or whether it's right here on social media, right? Because the brand started, initially. Um, I mean, we all started in the spiritual, brand part of it, the spiritual concepts first, and then from there, businesses and concepts were created, off of that, right? So then, we continue, and I've always made sure to continue to grow and expand my spiritual understanding and spiritual abilities and capabilities, because that's always going to be, the bedrock to and the strength to who I am. Um, but actually, even more than that, that's even as far as the brand of Logas. Really the brand of me is, I mean, there's a couple of foundational things. One is fit at athletic training, right? Fitness in a sense. Even though fitness, so fitness and sports training, right? A bedrock, why? Because I was always an athlete, a football player, right? So that's one bedrock, foundational skill set that I have that I continue to grow and improve. Another one is communication, because I was a motivational speaker. So I really, prompt was very focused and intentional about my communication skills and abilities. So I continue to strengthen those into better, and really it's more based on whether it be the communication speaking part or just what I'm showing or sharing or teaching or guiding or you know um, presenting to the people, continuing to grow that information, that content, right? um, so it's another bedrock of mine is what then the next bedrock, the third one would be then the spirituality aspect of or actually no, there was the bedrock actually before that would be business understanding scaling, understanding products, understanding business psychology, understanding the different fields and areas of business, whether it's brick and mortar or e-commerce, whether it's services or products, right? Um, so actually understanding how business works, sales works, and other parts of business, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's merchandising, whether it's whatever. And then the next bedrock would then be spirituality, right? Spirituality itself. So I continue to always build on those four bedrocks of mine. I continue to grow and expand my skill set when it comes to fitness and athletic training. I continue to hone my skills when it comes to communication and teaching and sharing and providing um, um, more effective information. Um, I continue to grow my understanding. The third bedrock, I continue to grow my understanding about business, right, in different aspects of it, in different fields. And I continue to develop, number four, I continue to develop my spirituality, continue to, and along with the fitness and training also goes with diet as well. Also goes diet as well. Um, but the fourth one, I continue to grow my understanding, my spiritual understandings. Continue to grow my spiritual, abilities. Continue to expand, myself, my vibrations and whatnot. Right, I continue to do that because that's going to always be those are the bedrocks. And again, as long as you stay faithful to your bedrocks, right, then your bedrocks will always be able to catch you. They will always catch you when things get rocky, when things get shaky, when things that you could not really stop or control, foresee, knock you off balance. Your bedrocks will always keep you stabilized. Ashe. Ashe. So looks like that's it for tonight. So we'll say Ashe, Asante, and Amen. All right, Ime Kamalika, it is done. And we'll see you tomorrow. Ashe.